My commitment is to build a new Nigeria where there is security of life and property, where there will be rule of law, where there will be opportunity for the youth and women.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are watching from. I am Okocha P. Marcel and this is my channel. It is no longer news that there is a tension in the camp of APC and the Tinubu as well, because there is a fact file that reveals that P2B will be declared president once this case gets to the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court has established 25% in FCT mandatory to win presidential election in Buhari versus Obasanjo. More evidence have shown that it is mandatory to get at least 25% of vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja in order to win the presidential election in Nigeria. At least evidence arose from another scrutiny of the Supreme Court ruling in the case between Muhammadu Buhari, the then candidate of the All Nigerian People's Party ANPP, and Olusegun Obasanjo, the then People's Democratic Party PDP candidate, on Friday, July 15, 2005, by Mr. Dokun Ojomo. According to Mr. Ojomo, in the ruling, the Apex Court had upheld that presidential candidate must win 25% of all vote cast in 24 states, as well as the Federal Capital Territory Abuja. Commenting on the outcome of 2003 Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, PEPT, and the 25% in FCT saga, Ojomo wrote, after the 2003 election, Buhari called for the cancellation of the election since Obasanjo failed to win the FCT, but it was resolved at winning the FCT is not mandatory, but having 25% in FCT is very, very mandatory. President Obasanjo back then satisfied the basic requirement of 25% in 24 states and 25% in FCT, also having the highest number of total valid vote cast. It was also stated that if there was no election in Abuja or election in Abuja was cancelled, the election will automatically go into rerun, regardless of satisfying other requirements, which validate the importance and exceptional factor of the FCT in our constitution. It was established in 2003 by those justices that 25% in the FCT is a mandatory as having highest number of total valid votes cast to win an election in Nigeria. He noted that the justices that resolved the FCT case between Obasanjo and Buhari were Justice Muhammad Ndawa, Justice Idris Kotiji, Justice Dennis Edozie, Justice Sam Odemwige, Justice Alecius Iyoje, Justice Omaro Cargo, and Justice Ignatius Chukwudi. In the Supreme Court ruling, the Apex Court had upheld the presidential candidate must win 25% of all vote cast in 24 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Of the causes of the matter for determination in Buhari versus Obasanjo 2005 was Section 134, subsection 1 and 2 of the Constitution, which said, A candidate for an election to the office of the president shall be deemed to have duly elected where there being only two candidates of the election, he the majority of the vote cast at the election, and he has not less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in each, at least 2/3 of all the states in the federation and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja. A candidate for an election to the office of the president shall be deemed to have been duly elected where there being more two candidates for the elections, he has none less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in each of at least 2/3 of the states in the federation and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja. The trial of the petition, which lasted about 15 months, began before the Court of Appeal. The court held the 139 witnesses called by the first and second petition, first and second appellants across the appellants. In the leading judgment of the Court of Appeal, delivered by Tabi JCA with Insofo JCA dissenting, the court held as followed. Thank you for having time to listen to this. This is a case file that was brought from the Supreme Court. It is a scrutiny and it shows that if you do not win 25% in Abuja, declaring you as a president is null and void. Let us wait and see what the outcome of this present court case is going to be. My name is Okocha Marcel. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification button, and always share our videos. See you on my next video. Thank you.